If you wouldn't mind, give me a quick subscribe and a like if you like this content. It'll let me know that you're looking for me to make more. Thank you. You enter a town known for its funerary services and ghost stories, one thick with black grass and people bemoaned with the deaths they have suffered. A large tower lurks nearby, a friend of yours waiting inside to travel further into the area. As you grab your travel sack and shift it on your arms, you're stopped by a small child. They couldn't be more than 5 or 6, dressed in the same way a preschooler would. The long blue shirt, the yellow cap, the small shoes underneath, white socks. Time of innocence and a time for curiosity. Likely the reason you were stopped today. You stoop down to their much smaller height and give them the courteous blanket smile you might to somebody of this age. A tiny wave leaving your hand. Hello there. I wanted to ask you something. Do you believe in ghosts? You take a moment to think about your answer. Assuming that this child is asking for relief from the fearful aura of the town, you feel like there's only one correct answer. No. An innocent smile greets you. Your heart warming as you feel you've given the correct answer. They likely just needed something to assuage their fears. Standing to leave, the child stops you with the softest grab at the side of your thick canvas pants. Turning to understand why they would stop you, your heart feels significantly less warm only a moment later. They laugh quietly. Assuming something spit or other bodily fluid related is on your sleeve now, you check. Nothing. Why would they be laughing? What's so funny? You ask, voice shifting into uncertainty. They laugh again before answering, voice full of youthful splendor and vigor. I guess that white hand on your shoulder isn't real then. Pulling away immediately, your throat goes dry and parched in only moments. Your heart pounds in your ears and adrenaline fuels you. Turning your head, you can hear the child laughing at your sudden fear. Squinting and turning to reprimand them, you swear you feel a sudden grip. The world of Pokemon is filled with dark and ghastly stories. While some think of it as only ghost-type Pokemon and the occasional graveyard, walking slightly off the path can lead to spectral ongoings that even you couldn't predict. On a certain route, on a certain island, you're traveling along the beach and end up on a certain corner. The day is beautiful, sunlight dancing along your skin and lighting your arm hair as you try not to sink too far into the golden sand piles. A little boy in his sandcastle lurk nearby, another beacon of innocence in the bright and beautiful day. Stopping to check on his sandcastle and pretend ooh and at it, the little boy stops and turns to you with a smile. Do you want to look a little closer? Confused at what he could mean by that unless he somehow built this sandcastle with an interior, you step a little bit closer. The boy shakes his head, gesturing with a slightly more intense look. Get a little closer. The firmness and confidence of the statement throws you off guard, your body getting chills in the midst of a warm summer day. Why is this child insisting you get so close? As you take another step, absent-mindedly to the side, you swear you hear something beneath the sand. The slightest shift of movement, something wriggling, almost like a hand trapped beneath the sand. Is that possible? As you look down and wonder what that could be, a hand of grit and contempt takes your wrist, slowly pulling at you down to the ground. The ground being more of the grit, more hands, gently wrapping around various portions of you as you're dragged further and further. The grip gets tighter and tighter, refusing to let you go for anything. There's only one way to escape. Smashing your own bag against the sand, it opens, a water bottle loosening from its side and pouring all over the sandcastle. Screeching after a moment, you ready yourself and immediately back off to the safer sand behind you. Or is any of it safe? Sprinting into the opposite direction, the sandcastle immediately takes its original position in stasis. You might have escaped, but it's not done hunting. Shown as much by the little boy nearby, turning his head to watch you run. There's more prey on the rest of the beach, he reassures the castle, disappearing into the sand along with the castle. They might still be hunting to this day. Anything is possible. Sandygast is a nasty little creature, much like many ghosts. But it seems like the owners of these creatures will do anything to feed their wards, even after death. Maybe a ghost type won't let you go if it feels like it still has need of you. Or need of your soul. Last story, I promise. Traveling in a major metropolitan city can be hard. There's so much sidewalk, so much land to troll. You'd think it'd be more convenient to make your way through, but sometimes they can be labyrinthian. Accidentally stumbling into a clean and sterile-smelling office building, You assume that you can simply make your way through and find someone to direct you somewhere you can rest your feet. There are at least a few chairs and things, but no one inside. It's so clean in here. It makes you truly question how this place can be abandoned. You insist to yourself that maybe everyone is out at lunch. That maybe they're all out for the day for something else. For it would be ever so inconvenient to have to get up again, especially with your ankles feeling like they've rolled. Standing up with the shopping bags from several boutiques nearby, you move towards the door and then hear the elevator beep. Turning to the center of the wall where the red-laced elevator lies, you think for a moment, maybe everyone is upstairs. That would make a little more sense, and it's not a large building. Stepping and opening the doors with a quick press of the buttons, you question to yourself why the elevator would beep if no one had called it. The idea that it was calling to you escapes you. Pressing the nearest button, you barely pay attention as the elevator begins to lift. The second floor is a good enough place to start, the building being rather small from the outside. Likely there's only a few offices up here. The hum of the elevator betrays a small amount of anxiety inside your chest. Are you supposed to be here? Are you even supposed to be inside this elevator? It let you in without a key card. You can't be wrong, and you really need the help. Your anxiety settles as the door swings open, the elevator shooting you to a floor that is exactly as you thought. Multiple offices and such. Stepping out and looking about, you notice that the place is as abandoned as the first floor. Damn it. Moving closer, you don't realize that the threshold has been passed. So you hear someone step out behind you. With no elevator ding, no emergency exit on this side. Not even a window to explain why you hear it. A figure moves towards you. The presence is so obvious that it makes your heart nearly beat through your shirt. Their black hair is the only thing you can see as it drifts all over your shoulder. Them far too close for comfort. You're not the one. Comes out in a whispered rasp. The voice drifting and lifting all at once. You nearly vomit from anxiety as the creature or ghost or whatever it is leaves. Everything hurts, and nothing hurts, all at once. You falling to your knees. Then you hear something. The elevator beeps.